Doctor, what do you have to tell us on the China-Africa cooperation for the last 24 years?
Thank you. Thank you so much for your introduction, and also very appreciated the invitation from the Chinese embassy in Luanda. And I miss Africa very much because in the past 15 years, I have been in Africa for more than 10 times, more than 15 countries. Even I'm not an Africa study scholar, but I love Africa so much. And what I want to say is that I just want to say 3 points from the China-Africa cooperation. Because we all know this year, the convening of the Forum on China-Africa Cooperation Summit is a very significant milestone for bilateral relations. Because it's a forum which has existed for 24 years, not only playing a significant role in promoting bilateral development between China and Africa, but also has a practical significance in the entire world history. So let me talking about very briefly from 3 perspectives. Firstly, historically, no rising power has played a pragmatic, rational, and win-win roles in Africa development like China. In the past 500 years of modern globalization, at least 10 major powers have emerged, namely Portugal, Spain, New Zealand, United Kingdom, France, Germany, Belgium, Japan, United States, and the Soviet Union. The vast majority of those major powers launched colonization, wars, and black slave trade in Africa. Although those cruel and bloody history is far away from us, it needs us to remember them. China also remembers the history of being bullied and oppressed by the Western powers back then. Remembering history is not for revenging, but to prevent its repetition. China's rise does not want any disasters or colonialism or wars to repeat them in Africa like Western powers did. From this perspective, it is unfair for some Western or a very few African media to still use terms such as neo-colonialism and imperial aggression to describe China. That's the first point. Second point I want to say is that, in reality, the 24 years of China-Africa Cooperation Forum have truly tapped into the spillover effects of China's development model. China enterprises have participated in construction and renovation of over 10,000 kilometers of railway, nearly 100,000 kilometers of highway, nearly 1,000 bridges, nearly 1,000 ports, and 66,000 kilometers of power transmission and transformation lines, and 150,000 kilometers of backbone communication networks in various African countries. They have also established a multi-agricultural technology demonstration center in Africa, promoted more than 300 advantage agriculture technology, and achieved continuous purchasing power in the amount of agriculture products imports from Africa for 7 consecutive years. So now, China is still helping Africa to improve the internet era, even the clean energy and AI era. From this perspective, China's rise is a blessing for Africa. Of course, Africa is also helping China with production capacity, cooperation, and market supply. The cooperation between China and Africa is a win-win, rational, volunteer, and forward-looking. Under the framework of Forum on China-Africa Cooperation Summit, we continually promote economic cooperation and resist ideological interventions. From this perspective, some Western media repeatedly demonize the cooperation between China and Africa. I think this is a very, very ridiculous, very bad event. We should actively resist it and not let those voices influence the progress of cooperation between China and Africa. That's the second point. The third point, thirdly, China-Africa cooperation has enormous progress in the future. As President Xi Jinping said, without the modernization of China-Africa, there would be no modernization of the world. With a huge market of 3 billion people, China and Africa have inexhaustible potential in infrastructure, construction, agriculture, manufacturing, internet, transportation, tourism, and other aspects. Currently, to my knowledge, China has 2 million migrant workers, interpreters, and international students in Africa. So I think in the future, the personnel exchange, economic cooperation, and social exchange between China and Africa are equal and win-win, which plays huge support roles in the formation of a new form of human civilization. So in short, the Forum on China-Africa Cooperation Summit is a great platform that promotes the evolution of the history, maintaining current cooperation, and enhance future expectation. We must persevere. For the future, we will still face many challenges, such as interference from the West. However, I think we must have confidence, persevere, and believe that both China and Africa will have a better future. That's my 3 points I want to share with my African friends. Thank you so much.